going to be an easy crowd on us. Bill and Linda, I'd like to say the same thing. We wish you were here, but we're pulling for you. Thoughts and prayers are with you all and the family, and we look forward to seeing you in Jack Trice Stadium September 3rd when we play the Panthers. All right, well, thanks for hosting us. You got a question?
I've heard a rumor that we've got someone in the room that actually was able to shut down Michael Jordan. And I've heard there's a rumor about it when he was a rookie, I think, for the Indiana Pacers. And I'm just wondering if that coach could maybe tell that story.
Reggie Miller's here? You know, John Walters made a little mistake the other day. He was introducing all the coaches, and he forgot one. Imagine which one he forgot. The mayor.
Well, thank you. First of all, my family has had relationships with the Lathams. My father was the associate dean of the Agriculture College at Iowa State for many, many years. My father-in-law, Dennis McGee, was a professor in plant pathology, which is the study of the disease of seeds. So I know he's got a lot of relationships with your family, and again, we really appreciate everything that the Lathams have done for Iowa State. Very good relationship. Your question about shutting down Michael Jordan. All right, let me try to tell this without fabricating too much. We were playing the Chicago Bulls. This is when I was playing for the Pacers. It was my rookie year, and I was a late second-round draft pick, and I didn't play a lot that year. There's two routes that you can get into the NBA. One is to go to a rebuilding situation and get thrown into the fire right away. The other way, which is the direction I took, was to go to a veteran team and learn from true professionals, which was a great option for me. I wasn't ready my rookie year to play major minutes for an NBA team, so I played behind Reggie Miller and Chris Mullen, played for Larry Brown, who was a great coach for Kansas, and Larry actually told me the best arena he ever coached in, the hardest arena he coached in, was Hilton Coliseum. So, to play for those types of people and to learn that way. But my rookie year, I didn't play a lot. Right towards the end of the season, the second to last game, we were playing the Bulls, and the playoff seeds had already been set. It was the year the Chicago Bulls won 72 games. They won 72-10 to set the all-time record for wins in a regular season. And we were pretty good that year, too. We had secured the third seed. And what teams do when you're going into those situations is they rest their starters. So Larry Brown came to me before the game and said, "Get dressed, kid. You're going to play tonight." And I hadn't played in about 50 games. I'd been just sitting out doing individual workouts with the coaches. And we get into the game, and it's going back and forth, and the starters have played. It's very competitive. Larry Brown puts me into the game, and I go check into the scorers table at the beginning of the second quarter, and right as I go into the game, Michael Jordan is coming in from the other side from the Bulls. So I'm a little nervous, thinking, great, my first experience back, I get to go guard Jordan. So we check in the game, and Mark Jackson, our point guard, says, "You want me to guard MJ?" I said, "Yeah, you're damn right, I want you to guard MJ." So I guarded Steve Kerr, and we're about the same speed. And, it was a good first half. I had 6 points and 3 rebounds, a couple assists. Second half, it was a great game. Both teams really wanted to win and go into momentum into the playoffs. Right at the beginning of the fourth quarter, Larry Brown puts me back in, and now all starters are sitting on the bench. So it's all the reserves playing against each other. I was guarding Randy Brown. It was all good. We had a 9-point lead with 3 minutes left, and Phil Jackson decides to put his starters back in the game. I have no idea why he did that, but our guys are all sitting with ice packs on their knees, and he puts in Jordan and Kerr and Rodman and Pippen and Kukoc. So these guys come in the game, and Kukoc right away hits a 3, so now it's a 6-point game. We go down, miss. Jordan in transition hits a 3-point game. We go down, miss. Tony Kukoc flying out of bounds, left corner, 3-pointer, tie ball game. We go down after calling a timeout, work the ball, get a great shot. Antonio Davis misses a point-blank layup, and Michael Jordan goes up and rebounds the ball with one hand and dribbles the ball over half court and tells everybody to get out of the way. All right, and I'm guarding him now, by the way. Mark Jackson wasn't in the game to guard him. So I'm thinking, as I'm in my defensive stance, great. I haven't played in 50 games. NBC Game of the Week at the NBA at its height of its popularity. Probably 10 million people watching on NBC. All right, 25,000 going nuts at the United Center in Chicago. And here I am, a rookie, guarding the best player ever to play the game of basketball. So he takes me one direction and crosses over, splits a double team, and he raises up at the elbow. And I remember back to my coach, Johnny Orr, saying, "Don't foul. Don't foul in that situation." So he rises up here. My contest was about right here. And he went up and shot it, and the ball went in and out. So Antonio Davis rebounds, about 5 seconds left, throws it to me. I hit Eddie Johnson full court. He hits a three-pointer at the buzzer, and we beat the Bulls because I shut down Michael Jordan. So there you go. Then I dunked on him.
Coach, while you're up here, would you mind giving us a little synopsis of some of the players for next year? We're excited about the team for this next year.
Yeah, we're excited. There's been a lot of talk about our transfer kids that sat out last year, and rightfully so. It's an exciting group of guys, and the thing that they had last year is they were able to build chemistry by sitting out with Royce White, Chris Allen, Chris Babb, and Anthony Booker, 4 players that will immediately give us a lot of depth next season. With the incoming players, 2 point guards, Tyrus McGee, junior college player, and Tavon Sledge, a very exciting little player out of New York City, to come in, and then build that with Scott Christopherson coming back and Melvin Edgem, who had a great rookie season, and Percy Gibson, who we just signed this last week, 6'9", 240 out of Detroit, really gives us, and the thing I'm excited about is to have some depth next year. We'll miss Deontay Garrett, who's been playing great in his pre-draft workouts and has given himself a chance to possibly be drafted here in a couple weeks. And Jamie and Jake, we'll miss those guys. But the thing I'm excited about as a coach is just all the options that we'll have next year to play different styles and to play more of a pressing, trapping style of defense. And again, on offense, to really play up and down the floor and play an exciting brand of basketball. So I'm really excited about next season.
Can't wait.
Thank you.
Can't wait. Coach Rhodes, I'm sure no one's asked you about the quarterback situation at all. Maybe you want to talk about that. I'm actually excited about the defense. I think the defense is going to be one of our best, and our linebacking core looks phenomenal. Would you want to touch on quarterback situation in our defense?
No. I'll touch on the defense. I had a couple guys, I don't know what stop it was, say they'd like to throw their name in the quarterback race since it's so wide open. And I said, absolutely not. And they said, thank you. We'd lost a little respect for you if you did let us enter the Derby. Defensively, we're going to be an improved football team without a doubt on that side of the ball, and it starts on the defensive line. We've got some experience coming back there, but we got some younger players who have just started to develop, put on some size and strength, and I think we've got the opportunity to maybe play 8, 9, 10 defensive linemen, roll them in and out as the game goes along. That's extremely important as those guys start to get tired in the second quarter and then late in a football game. So to be able to roll 4 or 5 tackles and 4 or 5 ends is critically important. The linebacking core that he talked about has a chance to be a special unit. Our 2 outside linebackers, Jake Knott and A.J. Klein, both have the potential to become NFL players. A.J. was already committed to us when we arrived, started to sway towards the school in the eastern part of the state, and he was actually the first player I went and visited on a contact. And both of those kids played as true freshmen. Jake did not have another Division I scholarship besides the one we offered him at Iowa State, and he could go down as the all-time leading tackler in the history of Iowa State football before he gets done. Matt Toffo and Jeremiah George play the inside group, and as a core, they could turn out to be a great group, not only this season, but in 2012 before they're finished up.
We'll wait till the camera comes back. There we go. We wanted to have the camera back on so Bill and Linda can see it. But what we have is we have golf flags that all the coaches and I signed. And so we have 4 of them. You guys can decide who gets which ones and distribute them. But we want to just thank you for having us and hosting us. And it's great to see you here and not having to have you always come down to Ames. So thank you very much.
So much. Thanks. Fantastic. Thanks. We appreciate it.
There we go.